Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome to the special Sunday edition of Banking Updates. This is the third session. Last 2 weeks we have done all the latest updates, and this is the third one. So this week I'll be last 2 weeks I hadn't done this session because there were no major updates in last week. That's why I didn't do it. So this time there are some major updates which have come in. So that's why this session. So if you are a banker, if you are in any financial field, not only banker, you can be in any financial field, or you can be a normal person without any financial field. Then also, after all, every citizen, every person living in the country must know the updates. What all is going on in the financial world? Specifically, if you are a banker, then you must know it, because people expect a lot from you. People expect that you must know what all is going on in this world today. In all the sections, not only banking, they expect you to know in industry, they expect you to know in finance, other fields of finance, everywhere. Okay? So I'll be focusing mainly on our country, Bharat. Recent various updates are going on throughout the world. So we can't cover everything. So we'll be covering majorly what all is concerned to our country, Bharat. Okay? So let's dive into it. Let's dive into the third session. First, see this, key findings from September 1 to September 13th. So this is between this period. Economy. Fiscal concerns. While the real GDP is strong, nominal GDP, which includes inflation, slowed down to 8.8% from 10.8% in the previous quarter. So nominal GDP has slowed down a bit, but then also slowed down to 8.8%. 8.8% GDP, right? It's a huge big thing. 7.8 is the official figure, but this is still more than that. Okay, so 8.8% is a huge. Other countries are growing at around 0.5 point negative. You check all the Western countries, we are growing at 8.8. What is the difference between the real GDP and nominal GDP? That also you need to understand. One, real GDP is always with the baseline. You have to compare it with the base, right? And nominal is always for that year only. Okay? So fiscal concern, foreign investment. FDI inflows rebounded in FY25, increasing 17.9% year on year to $55.6 billion during the first 8 months. Now look at this. There are some FDIs which are going out also of our country because of this dollar problem going on. Okay, but we need not worry, because last time I had covered it. We are having almost 700 billion, almost. So it's a huge figure. We need not worry for it right now. Okay? GST reforms. This is the main topic for this time, isn't it? GST reforms. A lot of reforms have been done in GST. You might have gone through them. I've taken a special session also on this. Okay, I've provided various shorts. Kindly go through them. The GST Council recommended a comprehensive reform package including rate rationalization with simplified two-slab structure. Two-slab. Earlier it was 5, 18, 28. So now it's simple, 5 and 18. Okay, 5 and 18. Insurance sector, huge boost for it. 0%. Isn't it, GST? It's a huge boost for them. Many of the financial fields, financial things have been brought down. So it's a huge boost for the financial sector. Go through it in the detail. See, today we won't be able to cover everything, because if we go on covering, then it will take a lot of time. Okay? Economy. Banking sector strengthening. The PSB Manthan conclave held on September 12 to 13 aimed to strengthen the corporate governance in public sector banks. This was a Manthan conclave which had happened. Okay, the main purpose of this was strength. Okay, what do you mean by this strength? See, further I have given it. improve customer experience and modernize them with to enhance global competitiveness. India aims to have at least 2 PSBs among the world's top 20 by 2047. So top 20 we are planning to have by 2047. So this is possible. Now right now we are not there, but we need to be there, and we will be there, because looking at our GDP forecast, looking at our growth, we will definitely move there. So at least 2 of them should be in the top 20s. Okay. And there are also PSBs, public sector banks. Private are different. Privates can be there. Okay. Leadership change at Canara Bank. Canara Bank appointed Balakrishna Raghavendra Rao as a new shareholder director. Okay, this is the important update for Canara Bank. FY26 GDP growth. India's GDP grew by 7.8% in Q1 FY26, the highest in 5 quarters, driven by strong performance in manufacturing, agriculture and service sector. 7.8 was a huge figure. Nobody had expected. Everyone was expecting around 6.5 to 7. This was 7.5. This is a big surprise to many of the Western countries, those who are jealous of India's growth. So it's a big surprise to them, 7.8. Now, even if the sanctions come in this quarter also, this and the December quarter, we will definitely grow higher. Why? Because the repo rate has been brought down, the CRR has been brought down, right? What is the present repo rate and what is the present CRR? Type in the comment section, everyone. Those who are watching the updates, I have given this update. This update was given earlier. Check my sessions. I have given the update. You can find it on Google also. Okay. So India's strong GDP growth grew by 7.8% in Q1 FY26, the highest in the 5 quarters, driven by strong performance in manufacturing, agri and services. However, economists warn that the impact of US tariffs on Indian goods could pose downside risk, but it will not happen that much. Okay. Now this already we have covered, that additional 25% of the tariff on Indian goods, bringing the total duty to 50%. Rupee hits a record low. So rupee has hit a record low over here. Now here, but look at it, even though the rupee hit a record low, but equity market performance, the performance was huge. Indian benchmark indices, Sensex and Nifty extended largely their gains during this period, often closing higher amidst global optimism and hopes of US Federal Reserve rate cut. So US rate cut, they had given a signal that they are planning to cut the rate by 0.5% by this December. Now that is a huge means good for our country, but obviously bad for USA. Because if they cut the rate and the GDP doesn't grow, then there will be huge inflation. So US might suffer from inflation in next 4-5 months if they cut the rates. But it is good for our country. Okay? FI and DI activity. This is the major point in your CAIIB, BFM. Okay? While foreign institutional investors, FI showed some cautiousness and occasional net selling, DIS, domestic institutional investors. Who are DIS? DIS means basically your mutual funds, main are mutual funds. Your next PMS, portfolio management services, your pension funds, all these. So DIS consistently provided liquidity support to the market, especially in mid and small cap segment. So as the FIs went on selling, DIs went on buying. So that's why the markets have grown. So now there are huge funds lying with DIs, kindly note. Our mutual fund industry is having huge, something around 2 lakh crore. That is still lying with the mutual fund industry, cash. So this whole funds are going to come in the market. So markets can be on the upside slightly. Okay. It depends on what happens to the dollar. Okay. If the dollar, due to that USA debt, if that crashes, then there will be somewhere the market will see some, might see, okay. After all, see, this is only for your studies. This is not related to any stock market investment. This is just from your studies point of view. Got it? Because the US debt is growing heavily. Okay. So, as the FIIs are going on selling, DIIs are going on buying it. Okay. Currency movement. Indian rupee experienced some volatility, notably depreciating against the US dollar. So, rupee is going down a bit. But don't worry about this. Rupee going down is a good sign over here, at least in this period. Okay. If the tariffs go up and rupee goes down, that will be balanced for the Indian consumer. Rupee tariff going up and rupee going down, that will be balanced. If the tariff comes down, there is a meet between, let's say, Indian government and US, and the tariff comes down, rupee will immediately appreciate. Okay. So currency movement, but kindly remember all the points which I am telling you are just for your study purpose from the banking perspective. They are not at all related to your stock market investments. Okay. You have to do your own analysis. Co-lending arrangement, RBI development. On September 9, 2025, an analysis of RBI's co-lending arrangement directions highlighted significant regulatory shifts coming into effect, including revised disclosures requirements, reintroduction of blended interest rates for borrowers, inclusion of default loss guarantees, provisioning up to 5%, and a unified borrower level asset classification for co-lending partners. So co-lending arrangement means inter-institutional. Okay. So this is one of the major updates on co-lending. See, the major change over here is default loss guarantee. Those who are giving CAIIB, for them it is useful. BFM. Default loss guarantee provisions up to 5%. Okay, so this is a new provision which you have to make. Approval for Yes Bank's Article of Association Amendment. See, I had given one update that Sumitomo Mitsui Bank is purchasing some stake in Yes Bank, right? In my earlier updates. So now this is the next step. This is what you can learn. When any bank is purchasing some stake in some other bank, what are the steps? So first step is this. Articles of association are to be changed. Okay. On September 9, 2025, RBI sanctioned proposed changes to Yes Bank's Articles of Association related to share purchase agreement with Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, SMBC, and SBI, impacting the board representation. Okay. So AOA has been changed. So first step, if any bank wants to sell its shares, the first step which it has to do is change the AOA. This is a learning for you, those who are giving JAIIB and CAIIB. Forex reserve movement. India's foreign exchange reserves increased by $4.03 billion to $698.26 billion as of September 5, according to the data released by RBI on September 12th. So it is 698. What did I say? Roughly we are having around 700 billion. So it's a huge amount. Okay. So this is the latest update on Forex reserves. Kindly note, if any country is having so much high reserves, it's very good for that country for dollar movement. See, but it's not. Kindly note, the Forex reserves are 698.26 billion. It doesn't mean we are totally in dollar. The equivalent amount is shown in dollar. But we don't have everything in dollar. We have in various basket of currencies and gold. Okay. RBI Grade B recruitment 2025. See, latest recruitment. Okay. The Reserve Bank of India officially released the recruitment notification of 120 officer vacancies in Grade B on September 10th, with application process commencing the same day. So, RBI Grade B recruitment has been started. Okay. So, they have issued the notification for the same. Got it? Bank of India announced significant internal job opening in the form of promotion exam 2025 from for clerical to officer cadre within the last 2 weeks, especially between September 1 and September 13th. Okay. So this we have covered it separately on our channel also. We are having the classes also for the same. Those Bank of India students who want to appear for the same, they can join our classes. The classes will be starting now. Immediately in this week it will be starting. So join it immediately. The details of the exams and everything are covered. Got it? So join the classes ASAP. At Adda 24/7 we are having the same. Check it. Call the number given in the comment section below. Okay? 098-198-19247. Call it. Okay, don't miss this, because those who are in Bank of India and want to appear for the same, don't miss this. 098-198-19247. Okay. So, Export Import Bank of India invited online applications for 8 officer on contract post in corporate communication, ESGs and infrastructure groups, with applications opening from September 1st to September 21st. So, even Exim Bank is recruiting. Exim Bank is also going for recruitment. Okay. CAIIB is also, see, all the nationalized banks and the government banks are going for recruitment. CAIIB invited applications for engagement of junior economist and senior economist, SEC, on a contractual basis full time with a start date of September 12th, 2025. So in CAIIB you can join as a junior economist or a senior economist, those who are interested. Okay. So these were the latest updates in the banking, and again I am telling you, those who want to, those from Bank of India want to join the same, join it. Those who are appearing for RBI, kindly we will be having the classes at Adda 24/7. Join them also. We are having all the banking related classes. Okay. Those who are appearing for JAIIB and CAIIB, definitely go for the JAIIB CAIIB English medium channel. Subscribe to this channel. Click on the bell icon. English and Hindi, both the channels. Okay. So don't miss. Bye everyone.